Welcome back, boys. We're gonna go ahead and get into this series real quick. We looked at who St. Louis has. We see Kevin Shattenkirk. It's definitely injured. Don't know for the extended time. Probably no exiting this game here. Go ahead and hold this team meeting. I knew we would advance to the next round. This team's been doing all the right things. Demanding seems to work. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit demanding again. It seemed to work in the last series here. We got the win there. Moved on to this series. We need to pay attention though. This is a rivalry against St. Louis, so we're definitely going to go ahead and simulate up to this day here. Go ahead and simulate this game. We're going to get into this real quick. We're going to start this series. Hopefully we can end it really quick too. Move on. Go ahead and start this up here. At home, this is a big game as Jerry Laterra gets another early goal. Seems to start being a trend here. Only 2 shots on the net, yet they get a goal. It seems to start being a trend where we're giving up an early goal and having to battle back. As Clendenning, another trade acquisition, gets a goal, ties it up pretty late in the period here. So it's good to see at least we tied it up here. Jonathan Tays has played well as far as points and producing. Hasn't scored very many goals, which is something I do expect. I know I say his name a lot, but he is the leader of this team, and he does need to step up in big moments as we're out shooting him here. You need to at least get a goal lead going into the third here. You don't want to go into the third tied. Another penalty taken, a power play here, so we don't get a goal. Maybe I'm going to look at the power play after this game again. I should have done it after the last game. I didn't. We're in the locker room here. We're all looking around. We're out shooting St. Louis by almost double. What are we going to do to change this, to put the puck in the net, boys? We're going to get in front of the net. We're going to get that greasy goal. We're going to put our grinders out there. Anisimov, get in front of the net. You're a huge body. Baron Hossa, battle in front of the net. Get people in front. Score the dirty goals. Get a tipping goal. Get something like that. You just got to battle, especially on the power play here. So we get another one and don't score. As it's going into the back half of this period here, we do need to get a goal. As this looks like a game that we played pretty well. If we almost have double their amount of shots here, with only a minute left. Alright, we're going into overtime here. So we're sitting in the locker room. We got to look around this room here. Who's stepping up for us? We've dominated this game. We've outplayed them all game long. This is our ice. This is our rink. Who is going to step up? Who is going to dominate? And who's going to win this game for us and get a 1-0 series lead in our home ice? This is our building, boys. Let's go. So we get into here. Who's going to be the one? Is it going to be a Newey on the power play? Marian Hossa on the power play gets a goal right on top of the crease. Just like I said, you have to get the dirty goal, boys. Great game. I like we outshot him. The goalie played fantastic. It's going to happen. We got the win. That's what matters. Marian Hossa with a huge overtime goal. Jake Allen did play really, really well. Only giving up 2 goals on 30-something shots. So I think 30 shots exactly, actually. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to move on here. It's a great first win. Definitely want to kind of keep an eye on everything. We'll simulate up to the day so we can kind of see the other series going around. As San Jose goes up 1-0, Montreal and Pittsburgh go up 1-0 there. It would be kind of fun to play LA in the conference finals again, just like in the past. But they played them twice. It's 1-1. It'd be cool to play them again. But either way, it's going to be a tough series. But we don't even need to look that far ahead. Don't even know why I'm looking there. We got to get through a great St. Louis team. Got to battle against this team. Got to make sure that they know this is our rink. Take a 2-0 series lead and make them win on their home ice. We got to battle here. Go ahead and not pause this. I don't know why I did that. Speed this up here. So we're on the power play again. 5-0, 6-7-0 in shots here. They finally get their first shot almost halfway through the period. Now they're kind of getting a couple here, responding here. We haven't had there we go. Finally got a shot as they're responding for sure, getting some shots against us. 1 minute left in the period as Artemi Panarin gets a late goal, gives us the lead here in another game that we look like we came out strong. We pushed hard, and St. Louis kind of sat back and then slowly responded, and then we get the late goal. Hopefully carry the momentum of this goal, bring it into the second period, and get us an early one here. If another power play comes up and they get a goal on Corey Crawford, 2 goals, Corey Crawford in a quick session there in less than a minute. Not what we needed. They're out shooting us. We do need to respond here as we take a penalty again. It does seem to be a common occurrence. That was a long penalty too. As Artemi Anisimov finally, right on the crease, like I'm saying, way we're going to score on this team is get in front of the net, get the dirty goals. As Tarasenko gets a goal. They score 3 goals in the second period. Just not good at all, especially the late one. We need to get in front of the net more. We need to start blocking some shots. Like this shot right here from Fabry should have been blocked. This one was probably like a rebound, and Tarasenko probably just ripped this nice little wrister home. We got to get this win. It's our home ice, boys. We got to respond. We need to come out. We need our first line to step up. We need our second line to step up. Defensemen need to step up. Our power play needs to step up. We need to stop taking penalties here. I'm definitely going to be making some changes to our power play. It's just not working here. With a minute left, can someone tie the game up? And they lose to St. Louis on home ice. They tie the series up 1-1 with a huge third period from them. All right, so we'll go ahead and just take a look at what our power play percentage is, because I feel like it doesn't say PP or anything like that. Corey Crawford's morale's down because he gave up 3 goals in that quick session here. Let's go ahead and look at team stats. See if there is any changes or anything like that I can just change. His power play percentage. Power play percentage is 23, which is really good actually. It doesn't seem like it's been that good, but it's clicking, I guess. Maybe we just have a lot of opportunities. Our PK is working pretty well. So I don't know what line changes I can make. Maybe we just gotta let this roll. Expect that this team is gonna pick it up and gonna keep this thing going. So go ahead and we're jumping the calendar. We seem to have better luck when I sim from here. So I'm getting this calendar here. I'm gonna sim up to this game right here. Definitely a game that you want to take. You don't want to go down 2-1. Puts too much pressure on game 3, boys. No, I don't want to play the game, so we're gonna back out of this. This is not a game you can want to lose. You don't want to go down 2-1 in a series. You need to step up here. You need to be the better team. You need to score goals early and often. You need the first goal. We've given up the first goal too many times, as we give it up again. We give up the first goal too many times here. It's not how you want to play. You never want to play from behind, especially against a good team, which every team in the playoffs is a good team. They're in the playoffs for a reason, and we need to respond here. First period, Jonathan Toews gets one pretty late. That's a name I want to see. That's the line I want to see. I want to see Toews. I want to see Kane step up. Those are the players we need here. This is a big series. The depth's probably in their favor if you got a good chance to look at their bottom 6. So we do have a decent bottom 6. Our defensemen haven't scored a goal in a while. That wasn't like a late goal. We need a meaningful goal from them. We need them to step up. We need them to make plays. Okay, we need the next goal here on the power play would be awesome. And we don't get it on the power play. As Duncan Keith, that's the goal I was talking about. Defenseman, a stud defenseman, steps up huge for us, gets us a goal lead. Hopefully we can carry the lead at least into the third here, maybe get one as they tie it up again late. We either give up an early goal or a late goal. Seems to be too much of common occurrence. It's something that needs to get loose out of our game here. It's not the way you want to play. You don't want to give up late goals. You don't want to give up early goals. Early power play, we don't get a goal there, so we're dominating them again here. Another power play. Got to score on these power plays here, boys. It's a long one. You don't score again. Just leaving the door open. It's getting late in this period here. Can somebody step up, get our 40th shot, maybe a goal. Marian Hossa gets the 40th shot, scores a huge goal again. Marian Hossa, easily been the most clutch player in this series. As he gets another huge goal, wins the game for us again. Marian Hossa, in real life, I don't think he's going to retire. I feel like in the game, though, he's going to. So this is going to be Marian Hossa's probably his last season. So he wants to win a cup and go out on top. Definitely need to just keep this rolling here. We need to take a 3-1 series lead. This would be huge to take a 3-1 series lead against them going back to Chicago here. So go ahead, and we're going to speed this up a little bit here. We get the first shot. We need the first goal. It's something we haven't done all series, I don't believe. We may have done it game 1. It's something we need to do on the road. Take the crowd out of it. Get the first goal here. We don't need to let St. Louis get the first goal. Let the crowd get behind them and, give them a momentum. It's something we need to take away. I will take no goals in the first. It means the crowd's going to start settling down. The players on St. Louis might get a little nervous in front of their crowd here. We need to get the first goal here, though. Maybe a power play goal. Maybe a dirty goal from the fourth line. Ryan Hartman's name hasn't came up. Desjardins has 1 goal. Glendening has 1 goal. Thomas Vanek would be a nice one to step up. Patrick Kane, a huge name, comes up in a big moment. gets us the first goal, takes the crowd out of it late in the second, going into the third. Now you have a team on the ropes here. You don't want to go down 3-1 in a series. It's rare to come back. It's not impossible, especially when you're as good as St. Louis. You don't want to go down, though, so now they have pressure. Now they're going to take shots. They're going to take chances. In Chicago, you got to capitalize on the chances. You got to bury the puck when they do. Marian Hossa, from a weird angle, scores a huge goal to get a 2-0 lead here. You know, Corey Crawford, this is your part here. You got to do your part. You got to keep the door closed. You got to end this game. Don't even let them get a goal. Take the momentum and carry it into the end of the series. There we go. As we get a 2-0 lead, Corey Crawford responds after giving up those 3 goals, gets the shutout. You know, 29 saves, Patrick Kane. Both goalies are playing fantastic in this series. Corey Crawford's had a lapse here or there, but as far as a full game, he hasn't had a bad full game yet. Hopefully he can carry this on. And, you know, we're at St. Louis, actually. St. Louis must have had home ice here. Didn't even realize that this whole series. So that's definitely pretty funny. So, yeah, because St. Louis did beat us in the series. Can't believe I didn't realize that. But as we're going into St. Louis, so these games are even bigger than I thought. So this first game at St. Louis was a huge win. And then they had to respond. We get 2 wins at home, which are huge wins. So definitely more important games than I even thought. So definitely great to see our team step up like that. So go ahead and we're going to hopefully end this series here in St. Louis. Now that I got that corrected here. Hopefully we can go ahead, win this game, end this series. So hopefully it could be a short video. You know, we're going to go ahead and sim. Okay, so it's 0-0 there. We're going to go ahead and start this period again in St. Louis. So we definitely need to get a goal here early to take the crowd out of it. It sounds funny because last game I was talking about taking the Marian Hossa again. So Marian Hossa is coming up huge. He wants to win the Stanley Cup. He doesn't want to go home without a ring. He wants the ring. He wants it now, and he doesn't want to lose, especially to St. Louis. A huge rivalry here. You know, going into the third period, you have a 1-0 lead, boys. You have a 1-0 lead. You have a 3-1 series lead. They're going to be desperate. They're on home ice. Their crowd does not want to see them lose and be knocked out for the rest of the year right here. They want to battle here. They want to force a Game 6 in Chicago. You can't allow that. You need to win this game. You need to battle, and you need to watch it. They're going to pinch. They're going to take chances. They're going to throw the defenseman deep in their zone. When that happens, you need to look for the winger breaking. Take advantage. Odd man rushes. Score. You just got to take advantage of when they take shots. Don't play desperate. Don't play too far back. Play what you've been doing, and we will win this game. Okay? You get a power play here. Be huge to get a goal. We give them a 5-on-3, and they get a goal. Vladimir Tarasenko on the power play, tied up. Exactly what we didn't need to do is get a 5-on-3. So we get a power play again late. They're out shooting us. Robin Fabry scores in the last 5 minutes. Takes the wind out of Chicago's sails there. And they go ahead, and they're going to force a Game 6 in Chicago. Definitely not what we were looking for, having a 1-goal lead and giving up 3 goals in the third. So, you know, it's not the best game right there, you know. Coming back to Chicago, though, we got to feel confident on home ice. Beat them the first 2 series games here. This is a game that we need to go ahead. We need to win on home ice. Don't allow them to force it to Game 7 in St. Louis. That would be devastating to force it going back to the rink. We have last change. I know Coach Q is going to take advantage of all the opportunities he can. Get Patrick Kane in the offensive zone. Make sure he gets the matchups that he wants here. Starting out pretty strong, double the shots here. So we are just lighting them up here. Just keep shooting them on the net, get in front, get the greasy goals. End of 1 is 0-0 here, so we're just going to go ahead and jump right into the second period. I'm just going to let the players do what they want. Zam it, they can sit in there. Power play goal from Marian Hossa. Who else would score but Marian Hossa in this series? Seems both series so far as Fabry again on us. You know, he's played pretty well against us. It's definitely someone we need to keep an eye on here. Okay, so we're going to go with last 5 minutes here. Come on. You got to get one late. Get a late goal. Jonathan Toews gets a huge goal late against Jake Allen. Get us a goal lead. Going into the third again. This time we need to hold them off. You need to battle. You need to not allow them to take advantage. Not take stupid penalties. Play smart. And they get a quick goal on Corey Crawford again. Power play goal. Oh, Patrick Kane, and then responded by Tarasenko right away. Definitely a back and forth game here. It's crazy. It'd be an awesome game. We get a power play and don't take advantage of it. They get a power play, we kill it off. It's 6 minutes left. They get another power play. It's a long one and we kill it off again. 2 minutes, 1 minute, 40 seconds left, and we're going into overtime. This one right here hurts. Within 5 seconds, Patrick Kane scores on the power play. But 5 seconds later, Tarasenko just ties it up. Just took the wind out of our sails. They started getting more shots here, boys. You know what? We dominated this game here. Big names. Patrick Kane stepped up. Jonathan Toews stepped up. Marian Hossa stepped up. Panarin. That's a name. I've seen it come up at the top. His morale's down from his performances. He needs to, just man up and get a game-winning goal here. Build his confidence. Nick Schmaltz. Who other early 30 seconds in. I have no idea what Coach Q's thinking starting the third line. And he gets a huge goal and wins it as his rookie ends the series against St. Louis in Chicago. Crowd went wild. Kids getting 100 of reporters talking to him. Great game. Huge win. It's just what you want to see when it comes down to this. You want to see you able to end the series there. Go ahead and we'll sim up to here. We're going to see who we get. Whether it's San Jose, go ahead and do the scouting. Let's go ahead and look at American forwards here. Scouting here, we'll go ahead, see who we get, whether it's San Jose, and it's San Jose, I was going to say or LA, so it's definitely 8-0. They've yet to lose a game in the playoffs. They are 8-0. That's absolutely redonkulous. 8-0. They went through LA. They went through, I believe, Dallas, and they haven't lost a game yet. As Tampa ended up beating, who was it, with the Penguins to play Montreal. So another rivalry there, Tampa and Montreal. So we have a couple cases here. We have Montreal, who hasn't won a cup in a while. San Jose, who's never won a cup, who can go back to the Stanley Cup back-to-back years. Or we can even have a repeat of Chicago versus Tampa as the 2015 Stanley Cup Finals were. Or we can have two original sixes in Montreal and Chicago play. Let's go ahead. Look who performed for us here. Marian Hossa definitely had a huge series, huge goals. Great to see him doing that. Patrick Kane, again, almost a point per game. Was a point per game in that series there. Duncan Keith again with 11 points. Jonathan Toews is playing well. Marian Hossa, 7 goals. It's great to see. We have 3 players with 7 goals. It's great to see 3 players scoring a whole bunch of goals, but then again, at the same time, then you come down here and you only have 3. You only have 3 from Toews, 2 from Panarin, and you always get an assist, but that's not good. Thomas Vanek has 9 points. Again, only 1 goal. Glendening, Mott has a lot of points, which is good to see as well. Seabrook. But then you get down here, where's Brian Campbell? His name's nowhere to be found. Only 2 points. Polka. Hartman, who's a grindy forward. He needs to step up. Van Riemsdyk, I don't expect much offense for him. Let's go ahead. We can check out Corey Crawford's stats, as he has a 9.268 percentage, which is good. And goals against is just over 2, which is definitely acceptable. Win games like that. Go ahead and take a look at San Jose Sharks. Martin Jones, which is definitely who you expect to be. That's their goalie with a 1.2 goals against. Oh my gosh. And a 9.55 save percentage. So either he's playing out of his mind, or this team is just a defensive team all around, and we're about to get it. They definitely, only 8 games played though, so 9 goals in 8 games. That's unreal. More than a goal per game player. And Joe Pavelski, it's definitely someone we need to watch out for. This line right here, Brent Burns, just unreal, as he has 9 goals in 8 games. I'm just astonished by that. You have Logan Couture with 10 points in 8 games. Brent Burns, a defenseman, 4 goals in 8 games, so 0.5% goal. It's just unreal. This team, it just looks like they're on a roll. They have Mikhail Bodker, Tommy Wingles, who's from Chicago, gets to play in Chicago in the playoff series. Definitely looks like a deep team here. As far as penalty minutes, I don't see anyone too crazy either. Joel Ward with 8, so they definitely they look like they're pretty disciplined. So it's definitely going to be a tough series. I can't believe they haven't lost a game yet. It's unreal. Hopefully we can not only get them to lose 1, but they get them to lose 4 games get to the Stanley Cup Finals again and just cement the dynasty word. But we can't even look that far ahead. We have a team that's on fire in the playoffs here. Absolutely on fire. They haven't lost. They've went through good teams. It's not like they went through bad teams. They went through top tier teams. Team like LA, who was expected to be a Stanley Cup contender, and they just swept them, walked all over them. It's unreal what's going on there. So this is going to be an absolutely great series. Hopefully we can win this. Hopefully we can get back to the finals here. But we got to look at game one. I think it should be game one in Chicago. I do believe we had a better record than San Jose. Let me make sure this time. Yeah. So we're going to have game one in Chicago against a team that's undefeated. I will see you guys in the next video. I really hope you enjoyed. Hit that like button and subscribe. Have a wonderful day.